In the last unit, we looked at the project browser and how we use this to navigate around the different views in our project. In this unit, I want to concentrate on the central area of the application window, what I call the drawing area. This is where you'll be doing most of your modeling and your detailing. So at the moment, I have level 0 floor plan open. So you can see in the project browser the current active view is shown in bold. You can see that there, and there is our floor plan. Now what's not evident straight away in this particular view is that this floor plan view is actually in its own window. If I look up at the top right hand corner, you can actually see the standard sort of Windows window controls. So we can put the window away, we can minimize it, we can sort of half size it. So I'll do that now, and I can resize the borders. Now you can clearly see that that floor plan that we've opened, level 0 floor plan, is contained within its own window. So if I go ahead and now open this 3D view here, so I'll double click, you can see that a new window is created which contains our 3D view. The original level 0 floor plan window is not put away or deleted, it's just put to the background. So if I want to work on this particular 3D view, I can maximize it, and that level 0 floor plan will still be there, but it'll be hidden behind this maximized current view. So as we've just seen, each time we activate a new view from our project browser, it opens a new window to contain that view. So I'm just going to open a few of these views. Now if you go to the view menu, there is a panel there called Windows, which help with some tools on there to help you control your active and open windows. So one of those tools is to be able to cascade the windows, and now very clearly you can see all those views that we opened are all sitting in the background. So every time we opened a new one, it just superimposed it on top of the stack of all the other windows, if you like. So each time you open a window, don't think that the last view you were working on is put away or closed. It is just hidden by the new active window, which is maximized in the workspace on top of all the others. Next, I want to talk about view specific controls. You can see on our screen here I have an elevation view open, the west elevation, and if you look at the base of this view, you'll see a number of controls, some icons there. We can toggle different settings on or off. These are all view specific, i.e. whatever we change here only affects this particular view. So what I'm going to do now is just resize that window. I'm now going to open 3D view as well. Just place that next to it so we can see both windows at the same time. And you can see for each of the two windows they have their own set of view specific controls. So we could go into this elevation, for example, and change the visual style from hidden line to shaded. Likewise, if we make this window active, we do that just by clicking in it, you can set that back to hidden line. We could turn on shadows for that specific view, for example. Again, just click in this window to make it active. We could change the scale of this particular view. So whatever we change down here only affects that particular view. For the vast majority of this course, I'm going to be having a single window or view open at any one time, purely because it's easier to demonstrate the concept I'm talking about. However, in practice, when you're using Revit on a live project, you'll most certainly want to be working with multiple views open at the same time. So let's just restore that down. So there I have two windows in my workspace. If I go to the view menu at the top and look along for the Windows panel, I've got some controls here to help me navigate through these different windows, so I can cascade all my current windows. A useful one there is to tile the windows, and again you can see the keyboard shortcuts WT to tile your windows. So now I have a 3D view and an elevation open. I may want a floor plan as well. So if we tile those three views, and if you remember in the previous unit I said that the properties palette and the project browser could both be docked onto a second monitor. Here you can see that if you did that, you'd be able to have much more space on your screen to be able to tile these windows, so a lot more usable working area. So if this was a project we were working on, let's say we wanted to shift the position of a door. Let's say we wanted to take this window out to start with. Select the window, hit delete. Notice how it disappeared out of the view we're working in. It also was deleted from this view. Do the same with this door now. If you move this door along, hit the door up and move it and let go. Notice how any view that references the elements that you're editing or moving gets updated in real time. So this feature makes it really efficient to work with multiple views in Revit, so you can start changing, modifying, adding to your design, and you can see the effect of those changes in multiple views virtually instantly. Don't worry too much about how I perform these operations, moving doors, deleting things. We're going to cover those specifically in separate units, but just for now I wanted to show you an example of how, if you use multiple windows at the same time, you get a much better perspective, if you like, on your design and the changes that you make. So just to finish off, I could select a window in that view, move it along, and you can see there the window gets moved. Likewise, I can take the whole wall, move that out, and you can see the building gets bigger in that view, and you can even see the edge of the selected wall there. We saw at the start of this unit how each time you double click on a view in the project browser, it opens a new window, and you can see all these windows being created here. So if we maximize a window and we carry on opening views, all those views that we've opened previously are still there in the background, and we've just seen how if we make a change in one view, it gets updated in all the others. That is still the case when you have a window maximized, as we do here. All those other views are still being updated. So you can imagine on a live real project where you've got potentially hundreds of views, during the course of a few hours working on that project, you may end up with lots of views hidden in the background that are still being updated, if you like, by your computer and using that processing power. So it's a good idea every now and again to close the views that you're not currently using. Now we could cascade, so we go back to view, remember that cascade, and we could work our way through closing all these. It'd be quite a slow method depending on how many windows we've got open. Thankfully Autodesk have included a tool in Revit to quickly close all the windows that we're not using. The trick to using this tool is to first of all maximize a window that you want to keep, thus hiding all the other redundant windows behind. Now if you look up on the view menu, again on that Windows panel, you will see an icon there called Close Hidden with a little X. What that does is literally, on clicking that, is close all the views that you can't currently see, hence maximizing one view that you want to keep. Autodesk have put by default that same tool, that Close Hidden, on the quick access toolbar. So again, just to show you, there's all those views stacked behind. Maximize the one we want to keep, hit Close Hidden, and they've all been closed in one go. And you'll notice that Close Hidden is greyed out now because there's nothing sitting behind our current view.
And that completes this unit. To get the most out of this training material, please take the complete course online at bimscape.com. Here you will find a complete learning management system that allows you to work through the course at your own pace. Comprehensive written tutorials provide additional information to that found in the training videos. Mark each unit as complete as you finish it and move on to the next. At any point you can return to any of the units you have previously completed to go over the material again. If you'd like to take this course online, please visit www.bimscape.com/Revit for details.